Hello, I'm Tracey Christensen, your host on Community Connection. Alzheimer's disease is something that affects many in our community. Today, I am joined by Ronnie Daniel from the Alzheimer's Association, and he's here to tell us what they're doing to educate people in our community. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks, Tracy. It's great to be here. We do a lot of great programs and services in our community. There's actually over 28,000 people who are affected by Alzheimer's directly in our state. And even more critically, there's about 140,000 people that are caregivers. And many of those caregivers are working full-time, who have other children they're caring for as well. And the cost, if we were to add up the cost of those hours that all those caregivers give, it'd be almost $2 billion of money that's being allocated towards that. And so we, as the Alzheimer's Association, try to provide some programs and services both for those people who are affected by the disease as well as the caregivers. We do regular support groups for caregivers and people who have early onset Alzheimer's disease. And probably the biggest thing that we provide is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week helpline that people can call. That number is 800-292-3900. That people can call in anytime, day or night, and get answers to questions, get directed to resources that we can provide on a one-on-one basis.
What a great service. So you have an operator at all times, someone who knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, they're professionally trained master's level counselors that are there to provide help for any kind of crisis or concern that they might have.
We've had this experience in my family with my parents caring for their parents with Alzheimer's, and it is so demanding and taxing in every way.
It is. So one of the other services that we do in the community is we obviously try to raise funds to provide those services and programs here in our community. Our biggest fundraiser of the year is our Walk to End Alzheimer's, which happens in September. We do it in 4 different communities in Logan, Ogden, Salt Lake, and here in Provo. And that allows us to help raise the funds that we need, and 90% of the dollars that we raise stay here locally in our community, and the other 10% goes to provide research support, because Alzheimer's is a disease that there's no known cure, there's no way to prevent the disease, and so dollars are critical right now to provide the research necessary to find a cure and find a way to prevent it.
So people can find out how to support that event by going to your website?
By going to our website. It's alz.org/Utah. And they can go and find out information. We're always looking for sponsors. We're looking for teams to come and walk and to participate in that. It's a great event. We have over 6,000 people last year that participated, and we'd like to significantly grow that this next year as well.
Let's talk about some of the early detection signs of Alzheimer's.
Yeah, one of the programs we provide is called Know the 10 Signs, and there's actually 10 different key indicators that you can determine. One of them that's most often looked at is memory loss and being confused and things like that. And there's a difference between people just having normal aging and forgetting things, and then people who have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's that are chronically forgetting things and forgetting faces and names and things like that. So that's a great training. It can be done in person. We'll be happy to come and provide that to any group, or people can go onto our website and watch a video that relates to that as well.
And how can people get involved in clinical studies? Does your group
We do
help facilitate that?
Yes, we nationwide we have a website called trialmatch.org. You can get to that from our website as well, and it lists all of the trials that are going on. We have actually about 7 that are going on here in Utah in conjunction with the University of Utah and BYU and other universities here in the state. And so if people are interested in being involved in the trials, either as a healthy participant or someone who's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, we are greatly excited and welcome them to be involved in those trials.
And that just helps make strides for finding a cure and help for it, right?
Right.
Tell us your website again.
It's www.alz.org/Utah.
Thanks so much for being with us, Ronnie. We appreciate it. Here at 11, our goal is to keep our viewers apprised of organizations serving all throughout our community. To learn more about the Alzheimer's Association, please visit KBYUtv.org and click on the Community tab. Thanks for being with us. Please join us next time on Community Connection.